I'm Kelly.
And I'm Kendyll. And welcome to Coffee Talk with Kendyll and Kelly. Y'all know how many times we tried to do that.
So for today's video, we're going to be doing some advice for 2019.
Yeah, we're going to try to... So, the whole point of this video and of the New Year's resolution, I guess, what's the word? Like, the practice of having a New Year's resolution. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, the whole point is to make the following year a better year than last year. All of the little things that you noticed that you maybe didn't do so well, or that you noticed other people didn't do so well, kind of set those as goals to do better this year.
Our first piece of advice for 2019 is to be kinder to others.
So what we mean by that is...
we're nice people.
Yeah, we're super nice people. It's just...
We've seen not so nice people.
I've been treated like crap by not so nice people. And it's, you know, if you're in the service industry, customer service industry, you completely understand 110% what I mean. When I mean that you can be the nicest person ever and people still treat you like crap. But let's be real, it is good to treat people with kindness and respect, because the likelihood of them treating you nice kind of falls back on you. It usually, as a general rule, they treat you better.
But also think about if people do treat you kind of rude,
they're probably having a super bad day.
Yeah, something might happen. That might not be who they actually are. Because I know I've been rude to people, like, because I've had a bad day, or I'm just tired and I just snap. But then I usually am like, oh, I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, they're not being their best selves, but that's no excuse for you not to be your best self. Stop. Kelly, don't be mean to me. We're supposed to be nicer. Anyway, okay.
Don't you? Okay. All
right. So our second piece of advice is volunteer more. And personally, I need to work on this myself. I used to volunteer all the time in high school, like all the time. I got a stupid amount of volunteer hours. And then I got to college and I'm like, I gotta work, I gotta do school, I gotta do all this stuff, and I'm not making time to do the important things like giving back to our community.
Last school year, I actually did volunteer a little bit just because I had to. I mean, that's the truth though, because I had to for a class. But over Christmas break, I did start volunteering more. I try and volunteer at least once a week at this animal shelter. And I just don't know, I just hate that I stopped, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's great.
And there's so many options. Like, community service is not limited. People think, oh, it's just picking up trash on the side of the road. No. There are, like, projects. There's all kind of projects. There's the backpack project where you're, like, you fill it with just a couple cheap items even, and they give it to children in need. You fill a backpack with some, like, an outfit of clothes, a pair of shoes, a stuffed animal, and, like, some kind of snackable object. And that makes that child's day. Those children that have been ripped out of their beds in the middle of the night, torn away from their families, and they have nothing when they get there. So there's that. There's the shoe project. They do a shoebox project where you fill up a shoebox and you send it across the sea to a family in need or a child in need. They have the animal project. Any kind of rescue center or anything like that. If you're animal people, if you don't like people, you can take care of animals. You know?
That's why I take care of animals.
Yeah, and you're Kelly. I mean, it's just...
Is there one where, like, you can send letters to military?
Yes. You can send, like, thank you letters to people in service.
I really want to do that.
Yeah, and they just kind of, did they give you, like, a name, like a soldier's name?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think more into it.
Yeah, we're gonna look into that, because that's something that's really easy. We're gonna definitely do that. You know, like, stamps are like 25 cents, dude. Like, it is, and a pack of, like, this big of envelopes is like $1.
Yeah,
so
I have like a pack of envelopes.
It is not going to kill you to write something down for somebody that maybe hasn't heard anything from family, had any kind of support. They're out there, you know, risking their lives for your safety and your freedom. And the least you can do is tell them you appreciate them, so that they have that motivation going into war.
So our next piece of advice is to live healthier. Like, you know,
says the people drinking coffee at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you should make the healthy choice.
Yeah. I mean, with food, with your body. I've cut down on a lot of sweets. I make myself not buy chips, even though I did just buy some pretzels, but they're gluten-free. So.
And she did just tell me, I only ate 1 donut, which by the way is 1 pack of donuts yesterday.
It's like a small pack of donuts. But I only did that because I just got done working out.
You're allowed to treat yourself every once in a while.
Yeah, it's not like I could have ate 5 packs of donuts.
We're not telling you to, like, you know, never eat sugar again or anything like that. We're just like, you know,
unless you really don't need to eat sugar. Unless you like have something where you need to eat it.
I mean, honestly.
I know some people don't have self-control.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, and a good thing to cut out is soda.
Yes.
I cut out soda 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'll drink it every once in a while.
The only carbonated beverage that I drink is Sprite, and that's only because it's caffeine free. I can't drink anything else.
The only time I ever drank soda here lately is if like I have a bad headache or something. I'll take some medicine and then soda like makes it work faster apparently.
Mm.
So
you're supposed to drink water with medicine though.
But someone told me that if you want it to work faster.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense because the chemicals would dissolve it faster, but at the same time, the water is supposed to protect your liver. Maybe you don't need a liver. So the 4th piece of advice we have for you guys is to be spontaneous.
So you need to just, you know...
Oh my god, I can't stand you. Okay, so when we say be spontaneous, we don't mean like go do some stupid stuff that's gonna get you killed or anything. We mean like in a general situation, right? For example, let's say you're in the cafeteria, okay? Usually you go to a table where there's nobody else sitting and you sit by yourself and eat and don't talk to anybody.
I feel attacked.
In this situation, what you should do is, you know, like you're looking at your table, your empty table, like, yeah, empty table, comfort zone, let's go. And then you see these really nice people at this table with a couple open seats, and you're like, you know what? They seem nice. Walk up. You mind if I sit here? They'd be like, yeah, go ahead, sit down. And then you like just talk to them and get to know them. Be like, hi, I'm Kelly. It's nice to meet you. You know? How long have you been at UTM? Yeah. And yes, this is personally on you, Kelly.
This is all because
I've done this. I've done this several times.
I'm not a very spontaneous person, and I'm trying to get better at it. Like, I'm very just blah.
Blah.
Blah. Like the way I speak, the way I act. Now if I'm on like a lot of sugar or something, I just have like weird spouts of energy.
And when you're with me, you do all kinds of random crazy stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, okay, yesterday, we walked all the way to the cafeteria just to find a table, and she was like...
We walked around the entire cafeteria to find one table. Like, we did a loop and came back to the tail end of where we started to find an empty table. And there was like plenty of room with other people. And I was like, Kelly, why don't we just sit here? She's like, no. No, we're like... I mean, like, there's like 3 tables pushed together. We would have been on this end table, they would have been on that end of the table, and she's like, no, 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 I don't want to sit with other people.
She got me there, like...
I did get you there.
I don't like talking to people first. So, that's one of my New Year's resolution things, is to be more spontaneous. That's my word of the year.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity. There we go. Why did I not say that? Spontaneity.
So this next piece of advice kind of has 2 parts. It's self-love and getting rid, like, just what to do with it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And to love yourself, you need to love the people you're around. You need to be around people that love you and treat you like they love you, not people that say they love you and treat you like crap. Mm-hmm. You need to rely on yourself, like your self-evaluation. When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you think? What do you feel? And don't hear those voices in your head of all the negative people and all their negative comments. What do you actually think? Do you look at yourself and be like, you know what? I like my curves. They're me. They're part of who I am. You know? Hey, check out that nice jawline. I got a pretty nice jawline, you know? And it's all about evaluating yourself and appreciating you for being you and not who people say you are.
So if you do have negative people in your life, you need to cut them out real quick. Because I know I've had a lot of negative people that I thought were the best for me.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
They're never good for you. And they can seem like really good friends, but if they're just cutting you down, cutting you off, acting like whatever you say or whatever you do is not important and that all of their problems are more important than yours, they're not worth it. They're not really your friends.
even if like they kind of have the stuff, oh yeah, I am there for you, like they're kind of there for you, but they still make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, and make you feel bad for having issues, like it's all your fault that you have problems.
Right, that's not okay.
That's not a supportive, positive friendship, and you don't need that in your life.
I mean, we're lucky that we found each other.
We are. I mean, I couldn't have a better best friend.
We've been best friends for what?
Gosh.
6 years?
Yeah. I was about to say 5, 6 years, something like that. And I don't think we've ever been in the kind of relationship where we tear each other down. We always build each other up, you know? We tell each other, you're beautiful, you're powerful, you can do anything you set your mind to, because that's the kind of friends that you need, the people that see you for who you are, that appreciate you for who you are.
And also, to find in a friend, as I just saw this, because we're very much like this, is to be real with them.
Oh yeah, you gotta be straight.
I mean, yeah, don't just like, if something's a certain way, don't just tear them down about it, but just be like, hey, yo, so this is this way.
Don't lie to them either. Yeah, if they're like, for example, if you know that they're in a destructive relationship, be like, you know, I'm not really sure this guy is best for you. I mean, I love you, and I'm only telling this because I want to protect you and I want what's best for you.
I mean, okay.
But I've noticed that he does this and this and this, and how do you feel about that? Like, when you really think about it, you know?
In both our cases, we've said that to each other.
We have.
But we didn't listen.
But it is important to tell that person, to show them that you are paying attention, that you do care, and even if they don't always listen to you, I promise they'll realize when the relationship ends that you were right the whole time.
And like, I'm one of those people that I will go, I think I've come to you, I'm like, Kendyll,
you were right. Yeah, you're like, I should have listened to you. That was a really bad relationship.
I was like, I knew it was bad already, but I didn't realize how bad.
Yeah. So this last one that we kind of discussed, it's kind of hard to tell you guys exactly what you individually need, okay? Because there are some general things that everybody needs to do better on, but every single person has that one little thing that they know is their thing they suck at. Like, for me, patience. I have no patience. I'm the most, like, go get it kind of person ever, and like, if a bill is due in a week, I want to get it over with now. Like, I can't stand to wait and like whatever. So you kind of decide what is one thing that you personally really feel like you need to work on. Like Kelli said, spontaneity. She needs to be more spontaneous. I need to be more patient. I know people that said that they need to be more forgiving whenever they're put in a situation where, you know, somebody's hurt them. Instead of holding that grudge like they've always done, they need to learn how to forgive.
I'm the opposite. I forgive too easily.
I wouldn't say I forgive too easily, but I do usually forgive, but I never forget.
Yeah, I don't forget it, and that's
the important part. Is you should always forgive people, but you should never forget like why it hurt you. You should never forget that it taught you something about that person. Not necessarily that, for example, say that they did something that broke your trust. That doesn't necessarily mean that you should never forget that they broke, or never forget. Let me rephrase that.
I always forgive because I still want that person in my life.
Yes,
even though
exactly.
They shouldn't be. But.
Well, sometimes they should be. Sometimes the one mistake is not equivalent to.
I mean, just like us.
Yes. I screwed up really big in our friendship, and if Kelli had not forgiven me, my life would be that much darker.
We wouldn't be here right now.
We would not, because I screwed up bad, you guys. I really did.
But it's okay, because I forgive you.
I know, and I am so lucky. I really am. I don't think that I would be in 2019 if she hadn't forgiven me. So, just kind of pick your own thing, pick whatever it is that you need to personally work on. Take a little bit of our advice if you feel that it, you know, will help you guys out, and that's about all we have for you guys.
So that's it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Some of our social medias will be down below. My Twitter and Instagram, and her Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And we're on Facebook too.
We're gonna put our Facebook page, and also I'm gonna put my personal YouTube channel in there. But so have a great year.
Yes.
So, bye.
Hey guys,
I'm Kelli.
And I'm Kendyll.
And welcome. Bye. Let's start over. And this is Coffee Talk with Kendyll Kelli, right?
Yep.
I was gonna say.
Welcome to Coffee Talk with Kendyll and Kelli.
Okay.
Come on down.
One of the first advice that we came up to give to you was to be kinder to others.
What did you just say? The first advice that we came up to give to you. We came up to give it to you.
Stop it!
You need to take the spoon away.
Jesus, okay. So, I can just hear it and it's getting on my nerves.
I was trying to send you into hypnosis.
Okay, just go. I'll think of something. My new friends that I just talked to on social media, I don't want to.
What's up, Pedro?